A neighbor tells me this white car, this white SUV that you can actually see behind me, was driving erratically around 412. When I take a few steps right here, you can actually see how deep the water is. Storms this morning knocked down this tree. It actually uprooted and hit the electrical lines on this side of the road, causing power to be out. They matched dates and times their informant said Fields worked with him to GPS data from his patrol car. If you're thinking about coming out, this is a good day to do so. It is bargain night. For just $10, you get in and you get to ride all the rides. Parents, your kids will love you for that. Parr was arraigned in court Thursday morning in Dyer County, where he faces 2 counts of impersonating a law enforcement officer. 45% of drivers actually honk their horn when they're either angry or annoyed. That's 91 million drivers doing a whole lot of. Accused of sexual harassment and stalking 2 women. Just 1 month later, he's been arrested for claiming to hold a job he no longer has. Tuesday, former officer Marcus Parr was stopped along I-155 by a Dyer County deputy accused of speeding.
They got me checking out this area. You a police officer?
Yes, sir.
Where you at? I ain't met you yet.
I'm Marcus.
Marcus? Marcus Parr.
Yeah.
Where you a police officer at?
Crockett County.
Crockett County. How long you been doing that?
7 years.
You can hear in the video Parr claiming to be an officer in Crockett County.
He never denied, never backed down from that until later the officers confronted him about it, and then he started trying to back out of what he was saying.
This letter states Parr was terminated by the Alamo Police Department in December 2016. According to the police report, officers found a blue light, a taser cartridge, narcotics test kits, and termination papers from several police departments in Parr's SUV. The 44-year-old was arrested and charged with 2 counts of impersonating an officer. Thursday, officers from Dyer, Crockett, and Obion County executed a search warrant at Parr's residence in Alamo.
Found numerous police equipment, belts, uniform shirts, t-shirts, handcuffs, some type of a tactical vest carrier. He actually had a ticket book from Alamo Police Department.
Sheriff Box says it's unclear if Parr actually made traffic stops in his red Chevy Tahoe, but investigators say that possibility raises concerns.
Anyone out there that thinks they've been stopped by this individual or anyone that's posing to be a police officer, we wish they would contact us or their local law enforcement.
Sheriff Box says at this time his department isn't looking to file additional charges against Parr, but says other agencies can pursue charges against him for not returning department property.
But he is not a monster. We will stand beside him because he is not a murderer.
The mother of 20-year-old Braxton Edwards was emotional in regards to Tuesday's court hearing. In the courtroom, Judge Mark A.G. expressed his sympathy to the families of the accused and the victim, 5-month-old Maxon Killingsworth, who died as a result of spinal injuries.
This is a horrible situation. There's no way to make it better. I know there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of pain, heartbreak, frustration, and that's understandable. This is a courtroom.
Edwards told investigators he tripped and fell on top of his girlfriend's child while babysitting, and the infant started to seize. Along with first-degree murder, he is charged with aggravated child abuse and neglect of Killingsworth, who was taken off life support on Saturday. After Braxton Edwards was ushered back into the Gibson County Jail, his family gathered in the court parking lot, trying to comfort his emotional mother.
My son did not harm this child. With intent and with malice, he did not harm this child with intent to kill him.
According to court documents, a doctor stated the infant's injuries do not reflect an accidental head trauma. The documents also reveal Edwards says he shook the baby after the seizure because he didn't know what was wrong with the 5-month-old baby. Edwards' mother says her son is also hurting from what she calls an unfortunate accident.
I'm so sorry for that mother and the loss of her baby, and my son is grieving right along with her.
We were unable to reach the family of the 5-month-old, but they have set up a GoFundMe account to help cover medical bills and funeral costs. In Trenton, Amber Hughes, WBBJ-7 Eyewitness News.
I guess praise the Lord for insurance, because we're definitely going to have to rebuild now.
The sound of crews working to move fallen trees could be heard all morning across Gibson County after Wednesday morning thunderstorms and winds caused damage across the county.
Trees down all over the county, electricity's out. Thank goodness there's been no injuries reported to us due to the storm.
In Trenton, traffic was backed up because of downed power lines. Part of the roof on Cloud Machine Shop was blown away. The owner shocked to see so much damage.
My motion detector had been activated. I thought, well, I bet a couple of pieces of tin blew off the roof and maybe some debris blowing around. But then I pulled up and I was just totally blown away.
The roof also blew off this trailer home and scrap metal could be seen hanging from utility lines. But the most damage could be seen at this home on Old Dyersburg Road. Although no one was hurt, trees smashed into the house and the family's car. The same thing happened on Reed Road in Dyer. Brent Kroom says his wife and 3 kids took shelter in the bathroom when this tree uprooted and collapsed on the roof.
Well, it was pretty nerve-wracking. The whole house was shaking, stuff flying off the walls. Saying a few prayers, extra prayers, hoping to make it through it.
Even though the Gibson Electric Company says there was as many as 8,000 residents without power after the storm, these guys are just thankful nobody was hurt.
It's just part of life. You just deal with it and go on and count your blessings, and it's not a big deal.
That's why I can still say it's a good morning, because nobody got hurt and all this stuff. It can be replaced. People can't.
In Gibson County, Amber Hughes, WBBJ-7 Eyewitness News.